Hello everyone and welcome to this LM Simulations video and live streams. I'm doing a bit of both this evening, live streaming and filming the video, just because Flight Simulator does take up a lot of time, and I'm just trying to balance between the old videos and the stuff that I'm producing here on Twitch as well as YouTube. Anyway, this evening we are back in Flight Simulator 2020. So this is all new and exclusive. This is stuff I've been wanting to cover quite a while. You might remember quite recently I did a Euro Truck Simulator video and a live stream basically covering the whole of the south part of Italy. Now I incorrectly called it Tuscany, and I don't know why, because Tuscany is nowhere near this part of Italy. So I would like to forgive and forget that moment, if that's alright. This is in fact Sicily, which is a much nicer part of Italy. Well, to be honest, I can't really complain, they were quite nice. So today we're going to be doing a very little flight, not a huge one at all, something I've been wanting to bring to you, basically showcasing the beauty of Flight Simulator 2020 by taking us on a bit of a different part of the world, definitely, and this is Italy. This is Italy in all of its glory here. So we're going to be taking a quick little flight. I'm going to say it will just be about an hour and 5 minutes. Should be landing by about 10:15. And this is a flight that's going to take us sort of across the sea. So there's going to be a lot of sea to sea, if that makes sense. And we're going to be taking the Diamond aircraft, the DA40 TDI. Once we've got it all set up, we're going to be departing out of an airport called Reggio di Calabria, which is my very poor Italian pronunciation of Reggio di Calabria. We're going to be taking it out across Messina, as you can see here, to the sort of the right of Milazzo, and over some of these islands here, heading then towards Palermo. We're going to take a left, heading sort of westwards towards Palermo before creating, sort of doing this sort of approach. We're having to land on runway 07, owing to the sort of the wind direction over there at the moment. So we're going to have to do sort of go past Palermo and then come back on ourselves. So it's going to be quite a nice little flight, to be honest. You're going to very much enjoy it, I hope. Going to be passing these islands here, Piano Conte, which you're going to see a lot of, and then the majority of our flight is going to be just in this area around here and heading towards Palermo. So should be a good flight, to be honest. Yeah, I'm predicting it to take about 1 hour and 10 minutes, but we shall see. Anyway, so I think the best thing for us to do with this flight today, because I don't know how long it's going to take, is for us to jump straight in. There is no menu music, and that is simply because I don't want YouTube to copyright strike me and mute my audio, because I know what YouTube's like. The minute you have something in there that it doesn't like, it will take it out on you. It's like a bully at school. You know, it's always there, and you know, it's always ready to punch you in the face whenever you least expect it. Anyway, here we go. This is the beautiful LICR airport. Now, I have been wanting to change some of the graphical settings, because this is nowhere near as good as you can get it. This is probably about 75% the way there, but everything's sort of turned down a little bit. But here we go. Here's a little aircraft, LM Simulation Flying, which is what we've got. This is our Diamond DA40. So, everything looks better from the air, they say. So, let's see if that is true. We're parked up here at the fuel point, here at this gorgeous little airport, and we're going to be taking our flight over to Palermo today, which is going to be very nice indeed. There is going to be some nice AI traffic and other people flying, which should be interesting. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, so let's jump in and get this aircraft started up. So the first thing I'm going to do is actually turn the game volume up a little bit, just so that you get a little bit better sound. Let's have a look here. So we want checklist. Right, so the first thing we want, there are quite a few checklists here. We're going to do a little pre-flight inspection of the cockpit. So let's have a look. First of all, our electric master needs to be off. That's ticked. Does this want to work? Right, so the engine master needs to be turned off. That is off. Our ECU swap needs to be on automatic, which is what it is. Our emergency fuel valve needs to be on normal, which which is what it is, so we're good on that one. All electrical equipment needs to be turned off, which it is. Our power leader needs to be idle, which it is. And our electrical master now we can turn on. Hello. Oh, that's gonna buzz me. There we go, lovely stuff. Right, there we are. So everything's turned on now. Let's check the fuel quantity level. We are good by the looks of it. That doesn't look too bad at all, so that's fine. We'll check that. Now we can turn the electrical master off again. Sorry, I was just joking. We're not actually starting you up. And that is what you need to do. So we'll do our before starting engine checklist, and then we'll pretty much get our engine started and get on the way. So let's have a look here. We need the power lever at idle. Our avionics master switch needs to be turned off. That's good. We need to now turn this one on again. Just hit the item. Acknowledge button, press. Well, we've done that. So that's all we need to do. Literally, that's it. And then we go on to the starting engine checklist, which we'll do in just a sec. So let's reset our position. There we go. That's a bit better. So, are we ready to start engines, everyone? I hope we are. I hope we're ready to get this flight underway over to Palermo this evening. It's a beautiful sunny day over here in Italy. Obviously, this is not live time, otherwise it'd be pitch black, so I don't want to do it in pitch black. So let's go back into the checklist. We've done our before starting engine, or I have we? Oh, blimey, there's a few. So set, free income amount, trim is for takeoff. Correct. So let's go to our starting engine checklist. Right, here we go. This is better. Right, so let's get started. Our strobe lights need to be turned on to indicate we're starting the engines. Power lever is definitely idle. I can 100% assure you on that one. Our engine master needs to be on. Wait until the annunciator panel stops displaying the glow indicator. So where's that? Right. Wait until it stops saying the glow indicator. Well, this is the glow one here, so you need to wait for that to go. Lovely. So now we can tick that, and now we can start the engines. Woohoo! This is where it gets interesting. This is where it gets interesting indeed. We are flying! Woohoo! Let's get the after start checklist done. Right, so everything looks good, to be honest. No obvious errors at the moment. We might find that out once we get into the air. Avionics master switch, that can be turned on now. Our electrical equipment needs to be on as required. So let's have a look. I'll turn our position lights on. Don't need the pitot, don't need the landing, and don't need the taxi lights because we're good at the moment. Navigational lights need to be turned on. Well, we've just done that, that's good. Landing light as required, don't need that at the moment. What does this say? Check 890 plus 20 RPM. Yeah, I think that's fine. I'm just going to put a tick on that and hope for the best. So this is your taxi checklist. Literally one item, and that is to release the parking brake. So, and then we'll do a run up once we get to the runway. So the first thing we need to do now is actually contact the ATC just to let them know what we're doing today, where we're going, where we're flying, what we're doing. So let's tune the tower 118.250 and request IFR.
Tower Diamond Golf, Lima Mike Sierra Foxtrot IFR to Punta Resi, ready to copy.
Diamond Golf, Lima Mike Sierra Foxtrot is cleared to Punta Resi, airborne as filed.
Now, I don't know if this has an autopilot. Wouldn't appear so.
Departure frequency is 123.905, squawk 4773.
Well, through back now. 4,000 feet, hope for the best. If it gets to 4,000, it's 4,000.
Takeoff runway 11 climb and maintain 4,000 feet. Departure on 123.905, squawk 4773.
Diamond Mike Sierra Foxtrot, read that correct. Contact ground on 118.25.
This is going to be a completely manual flight for an hour, so this is going to be a nice little challenge for you.
Ground Diamond Golf, Lima Mike Sierra Foxtrot, ready to taxi IFR.
Diamond Golf, Lima
Lima Mike Sierra Foxtrot, taxi to and hold short of runway 11 using taxiway cross runway 15. Contact tower on 118.25 when ready.
Okay, so
Taxiing hold short runway 11 via taxiway cross runway 15 Diamond Mike Sierra Foxtrot.
am I pressing the right buttons here? But I want the VFR map. Right, so here we are. This is us at the moment. Let's have a look and see if we can find us. Yep, so we're down here. We need to go to runway 11, which is that one there. So we need to sort of push back, head down the runway, and then head up the runway, because there's no taxiways in this airport. So that's going to be interesting, right? Okay. So I think the first thing we need to do then is request a pushback, if that's at all possible. Ground services, request pushback.
Ground Diamond Golf, Lima Mike Sierra Foxtrot, requesting pushback. Ground Diamond Golf, Lima Mike Sierra Foxtrot,
no
pushback code is available to answer your request.
Well, that's a no. Okay, whatever. We'll just shift here. That's what I normally do at these small airports, stuff like that. Basically. Oh, look at that. So we're going to have some nice little airlines that you'll see today. We've got Spirit Airlines over there. Don't ask me why they're here. We've got Peach Airlines, and don't ask me why they're here. All these are airlines that would definitely not fly into anywhere in Italy. I think Peach Airlines, aren't they based in somewhere in Asia? Isn't that their thing? Yeah, Japan. Yeah, that's a bit far, isn't it, for an A320neo? Poor A320neo, eh? Never get a break, do you, on those things? Right, where is the parking brake? You don't need the alternate air. The parking brake's usually down here, isn't it? So, maybe I'm missing something. Right, well we'll find out where the parking brake is in just a sec, because it'll be on the checklist anyway. Oh, there it is. Nice and easy, that, isn't it? There we go. Oh, the parking brake is off. Oh, lovely. It was off anyway, to be honest, so there was no need to do that, wasn't there? Right, so let's get taxiing, basically, on our flight over to Palermo from here in the gorgeous Italian hills. Let's go. Making sure I've got the trim right, because it seems to be cramming to the right at the moment. I don't want to crash into that A320neo, I really don't. As much as I can help it. There we go, that gets us in the right direction. I feel so small compared to that. Makes an A320neo look so big, doesn't it? Oh, look at that! There's an Allegiant, isn't it? Allegiant? They're Americans, so I don't know what they're doing over it. The AI simulation hasn't got one thing right so far. So they said we could cross runway 15, so we're going to have to look at our VFR map and sort of see where we are. Stop zooming us out. Right, so we need to take a left. Just make sure there's nothing. Oh, this aircraft is a bit of a pain to. Oh, it really doesn't like turning left, does it? Gosh, it's not like doing anything, this aircraft. It's being a bit funny with me. Oh well. That means it's going to be a barrel of laughs when you get into the air, because it's just not going to do anything you want it to do, especially when you've got a flight plan to follow. It's just, look, it's just crabbing massively to the left, isn't it? Yeah, it's just not set up correctly, right. I need to mess around with that trim, I really do. At least I know where we're going, so let's just hold that down. the pitch trim? Do you get a yaw trim as well? I guess not. Oh well. This is going to be fun. Right, let's head into the sun. God, this is bright, isn't it? Oh my word. Jeez. That is very bright indeed. Well, this is going to be fun. So you've got to get all the way to the end of the runway with a plane that doesn't want to do anything. So, let's get to the end of the runway. In one piece, preferably. Those mountains look gorgeous in the background, don't they? We are certainly going to make the most of them when we get into the air. 4,000 feet. Make sure the altimeter is set. That's good. Now it's crabbing to the right, isn't it? I don't want to do this aircraft. Too zoomed out there. Right, let's get this plane turned around. And this is runway 11, so this is where we are taking off from. So we'll do our run up while we're here as well. If we can get moving, that is. Trying to turn on the spot here. Come on, you're nearly there. You're about 80% of the way there. Now you stopped. Come on. It really doesn't want to do anything to the aircraft, does it? And F1. Right, so. Well, I'm satisfied with that. That is us lined up as far as I'm concerned. So let's do our run-up checks now. So essentially, very, very simple to do the run-off checks. We're going to basically get it done very easily. So if I get the... what are we looking for? The checklist. That's what we're looking for. So if I get the checklist, we've done our taxi checklist. Now we need to do the run-up. So parking brake has been set. Flaps are in takeoff. Trim check is in takeoff. Down to 0. There we go. That's lovely. Power lever max during 10 seconds. Push the power lever to max for 10 seconds. Perform the next checks during that time. Okay. Fun. Whoa! Yeah, we look good. We look good. We look good. Did we actually move? I can't tell if we moved. No, we didn't. That's good. Lovely. Right, well, to be honest, I do think we're pretty much ready to take off. So, done our run-up. Go back to the page where we're doing this. Before takeoff checks. Right, here we go. This is going to be fun. So, landing light as required. Transponder needs to be on alt. Which is what it is. And your parking brake can be released. Right, well that's fine. We don't need a checklist to tell us how to take off. I'm a pilot, I should know how to take off. If you don't know how to take off, you shouldn't be in a plane. That's the long and short of it. Anyway, I think we're ready to take off. So ladies and gentlemen, at about 20 minutes past 9, let's get this aircraft into the air and onwards to Palermo here in the gorgeous Italian Sicily area.
Tower Diamond Golf, Lima Mike Sierra Foxtrot, ready for IFR departure runway 11.
Diamond Golf, Lima Mike Sierra Foxtrot, altimeter 29 decimal, E3 with 056 at 8. Cleared for takeoff runway 11.
Cleared for takeoff runway 11 Diamond Golf, Lima Mike Sierra Foxtrot.
Well, you heard that. We're clear for takeoff. Let's go. Really doesn't want to go straight this aircraft, does it? It wants to take off. It really wants to take off. Oh my god, bloody hell. That doesn't take long, does it? You'd think you'd need a little bit more runway than that, but you've only got a little plane, haven't you? So, right, let's have a look. Let's have a look-see. We've got no in-flight map, so we have no idea where we're going to be going. I also can't seem to gain any altitude for some reason. Maybe the trim is set poorly, I don't know. Trim is pretty much for takeoff, so that should be fine. We've just taken off runway 11. What a gorgeous view on the left and right hand sides, I am not going to lie, that is beautiful. There we go, that should help us climb a little bit. Get the speed up.
Diamond Mike Sierra Foxtrot, contact Brindisi Center on 123.905.
I really hope that I could deal with that because I am not in the position, and I don't know where I'm going, to start talking to ATC. We'll deal with ATC in just a minute, once we've fully established where we're meant to be going, basically. Let's bring up the VFR map. Yeah, so we need to be doing a full 180 to be able to get to where we want to go. And my washing machine has just finished. Basically, that's what that big thing was. So there we go. Look at that. What a superb view of Italy. There's the airport we've just taken off from. And we now head onwards to Palermo, guys, on this beautiful day. Almost feels like it's too good to be flying today. It really does. I'm going to adjust the trim in just a minute because I feel like I'm falling a little bit. But first of all, we're going to tune into Brindisi Center.
Brindisi Center, Diamond
Get
Golf,
ourselves
Lima
up.
Mike Sierra Foxtrot is at 1,400 feet, climbing 4,000 feet.
Diamond Golf, Lima Mike Sierra Foxtrot, Brindisi Center, altimeter 29 decimal 83, continue the route in this plan. Diamond Mike Sierra Foxtrot, climbing and maintain 9,500 feet.
9,500 feet? Oh, you're lucky to get to 5,000 feet, let alone 9,500. God in hell. They're expecting a lot of us, aren't they? Right, I am going to have to keep the map on, just because I haven't got a sodding clue where I'm going. This is about the only reference point I've got. So we'll keep it on down there, just so we know where we're going. Because look, you don't get a map in this aircraft. Clearly you're not paying enough for a map. It can't be a cheap aircraft to purchase this, and yet you just don't get the basics, do you, anymore? It's not what you pay for. Anyway, I have no idea what altitude we are. I don't like these stupid little altimeters that you get in these aircraft. How are you meant to put... We're at 3:30, 25 to 4. That's what that reads to me. That's not an altimeter, that's a clock. I'm not a natural pilot. Clearly, I'm not a natural pilot at all. Oh my god. I'll be surprised if we actually make it to Palermo today, to be honest. But this is Palermo or Bust Airlines, so So I hope you enjoy the trip. I mean, look at this gorgeous view on either side. So, whilst we are basically flying all the way to Palermo, I thought I would sort of have a little bit of a one-to-one chat with everyone. How's everyone doing? How is life? The big C, or the latest big C, which is not cancer, it is indeed COVID. That has been a bit funny lately. It's dropped off the radar. I think a lot of COVID was actually self-inflicted in a way, if you know what I mean. Not the actual illness itself, but the whole situation, the control, the media. It was all directed that way. And the minute that the government said no, we're not offering any more support for it, that's it. All the media outlets have stopped, and there is hardly any information about it. In fact, if you go onto BBC News right now, the most that you'll find about COVID is very little, to be honest. Maybe with the odd report here or there, but mostly focuses on this war in Ukraine, which is very, very sad to hear. I mean, all those people, we're now looking at millions of people that have been displaced from their homes, and it is so sad to hear that in such a short space of time, somewhere that most people could call home, somewhere like here for me, where I feel that I belong, I've got my family, I've got everything, can be torn apart like that. It's such a sad truth, if you know what I mean. It's certainly not something that I thought could happen as easily as it has. I do feel that war can take time to rip apart communities, but it's shown really recently how easy it is to destroy a country. Because as much as half of Ukraine, or at least half of it, is still standing, that is not the end goal here. I fear that Putin's goal was much more than that. To break apart the country, to give it no hope, so that it had to give in. I feel that the military intervention was only a means of getting that done. The end goal was not to bomb it to death. I mean, why would they want to bomb it to death? Last time I heard, they wanted it to be part of the Soviet Union, or what was the Soviet Union, whatever they want that to call that now, the Russian Federation. But what use is it going to be if all the land is blown to smithereens? I think, and it is clearly can be seen, I think that Putin wants this land for his own. He clearly doesn't want to destroy much. He's choosing what to destroy and what not to destroy. Troops went into that big nuclear facility. Why can't I remember the name of it? It's bugged me now. Yeah, but they went there, and instead of capturing the facility, chasing it over, and using the spent nuclear fuel to create nuclear weapons and stuff like that, instead of doing all of that, they just went in and said, right, do what you want, just keep it going. It's clear to me that they want to utilise the land for their own benefit. And there we go. Just like that, we can start to climb very easy. So, it's been a very difficult time recently, that is for sure, but it's been one of its own, definitely. And I feel that there's a lot of good stuff to come in the world, even if it doesn't seem like it at the moment. I feel that having things like this, being able to just take yourself out of situations and just fly, do your own thing, I think this really is a testament to to how much good is being done in the world, despite the horrific scenes in some parts of the world. So that's why I stream. I just enjoy it more than anything. I really like to just showcase this sort of thing. I mean, I know that there's a huge following for Train Simulator and there's a huge following for Flight Simulator. I haven't quite tapped into that yet, and I'm abundantly aware of that. But I still feel that it's really positive to be able to fly, to be able to do these trips with you guys. I love it. I absolutely love it. And I love how I've managed to... I have no idea about flying at all. Very little do I know about flying, but I've managed to tailor this aircraft in exactly the right sort of trim in order to allow it to sort of fly itself. So that's what this aircraft is doing. It is showing me it does not need much human intervention to be able to get this thing to fly. I mean, look at this, we're high above Sicily. Look how gorgeous the land is below. Look how lush the area looks. It's like a dream. It is really like a dream, this game. And you can do this anywhere in the world. Anywhere in the world. Now, someone might be able to answer me this question. Is that Mount Vesuvius over there? I know that's I know it's a mountain of some kind. I know it's a volcano, potentially. It's a very volcanic island, Sicily. One of two. I know they've got lots of issues. The whole of Pompeii, that sort of thing happened as a result of Mount Vesuvius, I believe, when that erupted. But my geography isn't good enough to know exactly where Mount Vesuvius is. But it wouldn't surprise me if that was it there. In a way, it looks like Mount Fuji, doesn't it? It just sort of has that sort of resemblance, which is a stupid thing to say because a volcano looks like a volcano at the end of the day, whether it's in Japan or Italy, you know. However, it's nice to know that you can recreate these sorts of things anywhere you go. And this is a gorgeous aircraft to fly. I thoroughly recommend the Diamond DA40. This is all default, so I have no add-ons in the game here. I've got the standard Diamond DA40, got the standard weather. This is just standard Italy, with no special treatment. I know they've just done a big upgrade to Portugal, which I was going to feature in this, but I'd already committed to doing Italy, so I didn't want to let everyone down. I always wanted to. I love continuity, you know. Whereas if I just went to Portugal, it'd be a bit out of the blue. So I've done Italy in the truck simulator. We did a lot of Italy stuff. Now it's time to do it in the old flight simulator, which is what this episode is for. So we're sort of heading out here towards. Well, we need to head towards Palermo. We've got to head out over here to these islands over here, I presume, and then take a left once we get there, and we're going to head towards Palermo that way via Budin, or a beacon known as Budin. So I've got no idea what altitude we're at, but I know we just keep climbing and climbing and climbing. It seems to be quite high, I must admit. Any way of it saying. So does that mean we're at 8,900 feet or 7,900 feet? This is nearly at 8. Is that saying how high we are? Because blimey, I don't think we're that high. That is quite high, honestly. You don't seem to think it with these light aircraft, but you seem to think their surface ceiling would be somewhere around 6,000, 7,000 feet, and it's not. These things can go all the way up to about 12,000, maybe higher. I mean, there comes a point where the oxygen gets thinner, and you need to have a mask on. That's why all these fighter pilots wear masks. But I wonder what a Spitfire, I wonder what height like a Spitfire can get to. That's the sort of stuff that interests me. Especially if a little light aircraft like this can go all the way up here. It's lovely to see. such a gorgeous flight simulator, it really is. So I've had to tone down my settings just because it seems to run with a little bit of lag the higher you get. It really does need at least a 10 gigabyte graphics card to be able to run ideally. I am going to be doing some tests with this game with much higher graphics. So the next time that you see Flight Simulator 2020, I guarantee you the graphics will be much better than this. They will be, you know, they'll be much better. It's just the fact that I'm having to stream and record at the same time. So I'm actually asking quite a lot of my computer, because I'm asking it to run the stream in the background. I'm asking it to stream this, record this, and run the game at the same time out of a hard drive. I'm actually giving it quite some work to do today. Never usually give it work to do. Anyway, if you wanna, I think it's a good time to have a nice look outside the aircraft. Have a look at the external. So there we are. Me and my friend. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous, isn't it? I feel it's time to get to the screenshot.
Center, Diamond Golf. Lima Mike Sierra Foxtrot, requesting vector to next waypoint. Diamond Mike Sierra
I didn't mean to press that, I'm sorry.
Turning and following heading 305, resume on navigation.
Okay, thank you for telling me something I didn't want to know, but I
proceed on course, Diamond Mike Sierra Foxtrot.
There we go. Right, let's have a look. So we need to sort of zoom ourselves out. Oh, we have got an aircraft somewhere in front of us up there. Is that a much higher altitude potentially? I can't see it. Oh yes I can. There he is. Up there. See the lights in it up there. I presume that's like an Airbus A320neo or something like that potentially. To show how high we are really. We're nearly up in the clouds with them. We're going to put our our nav lights on, we've got our strobe lights on. Yeah, I don't really need anything else. I'm happy with that, that should do. So this is going to be a nice little sort of flight this, definitely, because you're going to basically see the best of both worlds here. Best of going over the ocean, and obviously following this sort of navigation system that we're following here. And the best of the Diamond DA40, which I chose this aircraft because it's got quite high performance, it can go quite high. It's probably the perfect aircraft to be able to explore Italy in. And you'll be able to see all that when we do land eventually at Palermo Airport, which is going to be, I reckon, about 35-40 minutes from now. Have a look on what the Garmin sat-nav tells us. We are 53 minutes apparently from... Oh no, is that 50? I'm not too sure what that means. It says we're going to Budin, which is our next waypoint, which isn't 53 minutes away, I'll tell you that. I'll see what that says anyway. So we're a lot closer than 53 minutes, because it only timed it 1 hour, right?
You are 500 feet above your assigned altitude. Descend and maintain 9,500 feet, altimeter 29.81.
So 10,100 feet. By the looks of it.
Descend and maintain 9,500 feet, Diamond Mike Sierra Foxtrot.
I'm not going to listen to him, so I'm going to request a cruising altitude increase by 3,000 feet.
Brindisi Center, Diamond Mike Sierra Foxtrot. Request 7,000 feet. Diamond Mike Sierra Foxtrot, descend and maintain 9,500 feet. Expect 7,000 feet.
I asked it to increase.
Descend and maintain 9,500 feet. Expect 7,000 feet. Diamond Mike Sierra Foxtrot. Brindisi Center, Diamond Mike Sierra Foxtrot. Request 11,000 feet. Diamond Mike Sierra Foxtrot, climb and maintain 11,000 feet.
Okay, we'll climb and maintain
Climb
11,000.
and maintain 11,000 feet,
I
Diamond Mike
presume we're
Sierra
climbing at the
Foxtrot.
moment. It's not really an easy way to say, is there? I presume if that's going up, we're climbing. But we are way off course at the moment, it's worth noting that. But there we go, there's the beautiful island of Sicily down there, which we're going to be heading back to very soon. Look at that cloud. I think that's what makes this game so gorgeous. Some of the cloud textures are absolutely beautiful. They really are. It doesn't look like we're going to make our waypoint to Budin, which is somewhere over here. Wow, look at that. We're going to have a plane overtake us in a sec. Literally overtake us, go straight over our heads. Well, I hope it goes over our heads and not go straight to the side of us. See this? There it is. Hello. Yeah, I can see you. Little plane. How you doing? Oh, that's lovely to see. I wonder if I can detect what sort of aircraft it is. It looks like an Airbus A320neo, I think most are these days, to be honest. But yeah, it's sort of put us back on course now. That little turn there. Can't be that far to Palermo, because we just got to sort of head over these clearly volcanic islands. As you can see there, big volcano there. Wow, look at that. Gorgeous. I think the one thing I do like about this game that is you don't get much option for it in the sort of the train simulator game is that this game gives you an almost unlimited field of view. You can zoom out to almost what you can see from the eye. Probably more, actually, and it's something that in sort of the train simulator worlds and whatever else, you don't really get that much option for the field of view. One game that seems to have it right is Euro Truck Simulator, American Truck Simulator, that sort of thing. I've never had to adjust the field of view in them. I've always felt that the field of view is more than adequate, if you know what I mean. So, once that little plane goes.
Diamond Mike Sierra Foxtrot, you are 300 feet above your assigned altitude. Descend and maintain 11,000 feet, altimeter 29.82.
Right, so it seems to me that we're now on our Budin path. So we'll take a left turn in a sec. I'm going to increase our cruising
Descend
altitude
and
by
maintain 11,000 feet, Diamond Mike Sierra Foxtrot.
Getting on far back.
Brindisi Center, Diamond Mike Sierra Foxtrot. Request 15,000 feet. Diamond Mike Sierra Foxtrot, climb and maintain 15,000 feet. Climb and maintain 15,000 feet, Diamond Mike Sierra Foxtrot.
So we're going to take our left turn here as we go over. Wow, look at that, look at the way the sun reflects on the ocean. That is gorgeous, it really is. So this is the Mediterranean, looking as beautiful as the Med ever looks. I don't think I've ever found a bad view of the Mediterranean. Like that will get us nicely on course, that will. Heading straight now for Palermo. Good old view now of those volcanic islands down there. We've got a little port down there as well, as you can see here, sort of a port area. I know the graphics aren't brilliant in this flight simulator, but that will be improving, don't worry about that. And I'll complete our turn just to get us back on course now. There we go, we are now pretty much perfectly on course for Palermo. It's just basically a straight line. We'll actually go straight over the Palermo airport area, and then we'll be heading, basically after that, we'll just have to sort of do a 180 after we pass Palermo to come in on the easterly runway, which is what I presume they'll be using, which is why I've designed this way today. So, I am happy to announce, and I've been wanting to announce some new things for the channel. A lot of investment has been put into it. We have got a lot of new stuff to cover, and a lot of new bits that I'll be bringing to you. I believe my next LM simulation video here on the channel will be in, I think it's American Truck Simulator, because I haven't done that in a while. I've done a Euro Truck Sim, but I've not done an American Truck Sim in a while. So I believe it's American Truck Simulator that's coming next, although please forgive me. It is American Truck Simulator, yes, wonderful, right. So that's what's coming next on the channel, so you can keep an eye out for that. We'll be heading back over to the States to, I think we were going to explore New Mexico, which is a part of the map that we've not explored yet, so that's going to be quite a mammoth task. And I'm hoping we can get a mammoth load for that mammoth task of exploring New Mexico, which is something I'm very much looking forward to. So that will be the next job here on LM Simulation, but I do have some new content, all new and exclusive content coming to the channel in the form of a few new simulators that I've not really had a chance to look into yet. We've got World of Subways, that is coming to the channel, and it will be coming to the channel, I believe, next month. So do keep an eye out for that. I'm launching World of Subways at some point in May, probably going to be at the end of May. But World of Subways will indeed be launched next month here on LM Simulation. So as I say, we're always looking for new games, new things to try. Just last month we have tried Farming Simulator 2022, or actually start of this month technically. We tried out Farming Simulator 2022. We will be returning to that, and that will be returning in June. But for the meantime, I have got lots of stuff I want to cover in Train Simulator. We've got Train Sim World stuff we need to cover as well. There just seems to be stuff coming out the wazoo. There really does. Struggling to keep up with it all. We are climbing to 15,000 feet. Anyway, yeah. So World of Subways.
Generic Mike Alpha Yankee 1087, parentheses center, continue to NASM as planned.
Oh, we've got another aircraft on the old airways somewhere over here. It's nice. But yeah, World of Subways is coming soon to the channel, and I am very, very, very happy and very excited to announce that Tram Sim will be coming to the channel in summer 2022. I haven't got a fixed date for Tram Sim yet. World of Subways was always going to come first because I acquired that first. Yeah, Tram Sim will be coming to the channel in the summer, so do keep an eye out for that. Also, just bear in mind that July is going to be a very sporadic month for me. July and the start of August, I am very, very busy. Lots of different trips planned, and I will be away from home. So there will be some pre-recorded videos that will be going up, but there will not be any live streams throughout July. That is owing to just how busy the month is going to be. And I think there's going to be a date in August where there won't be any live streams either. But as I say, videos always come first. The most important thing on my channel is to get the videos done. Once you've got the videos done, the rest follows. So that's why in this I'm trying to balance getting the videos done with doing the live streams. I take the videos more seriously than the live streams because they go on my YouTube channel, and I need to build my YouTube channel. Twitch can follow easily after that. People can discover me on Twitch as a result of being on YouTube, so I always put YouTube first. I am climbing to 15,000 feet, so I'll have you know. Or trying to, at least. I thought I was going to get even far back, to be honest, but we'll have to see. So it can't be that far away. How long is it saying? About 40 minutes now, apparently. Or less than that, by the looks of it, 'cause it's going down quite quickly. Yeah, I reckon we've got, well, judging by the time, I reckon we've got around 20 minutes of flying left before we head into Palermo. It's going to be a beautiful part of the world. So I will start our descent in around sort of 15 minutes time, just to get us down to around 5,000 feet, which is where we want to be, ready for our descent into Palermo. We are quite high now at the moment, as you can probably quite tell. We've actually got some ice forming on the side of the aircraft, just a very small amount here. I didn't put the pitot heat on, just because I didn't think we were going to be going that high, but I will put it on now just in case. Let me. There we go. Okay. So the pitot heat is now on, so that should just warm things and stop us from freezing the aircraft to death, basically, by being up here. Although it looks very nice and it is very, very sunny and hot down there, it's about 28 degrees. It certainly is not that warm up at this flight level. So I do have a lot planned for the channel. There'll be a lot of different movements, and I am very excited to bring a lot of different games to the channel. We will be returning to Train Simulator, and I've got lots of new content to cover in Train Simulator. I have indeed done the Class 800 enhancement pack, so the next thing I will be covering in Train Simulator is the new updated Ultra Powerhouse Wherry lines, which will basically be my first look into wherry lines, to be honest, because I've not really had a proper look into wherry lines since I started LM simulation as a thing. So that'll be a mammoth scenario on that, and that'll be me showing that off. I've also got the likes of Golden Goldsmith scenarios for Train Simulator. Basically, they are a team of people, I believe they're a team of people, not just one person, who design Train Simulator DLCs, basically scenario packs for Train Simulator, and they're very, very highly detailed, and I'm talking about extremely highly detailed. The sort of stuff that you wouldn't be able to get, elsewhere and stuff like that. I trust them to do a very good job, but I don't pay for many scenario packs because I tend to feel that I don't want to pay for scenarios. I want to pay for trains and routes, but I don't think you should pay for scenarios that much, unless they are really high quality like this. So I'll probably dedicate some money to that.
Diamond Mike Sierra Foxtrot, please expedite your climb 15,000 feet.
They don't like us, do they? I am trying to climb 15,000 feet, by the way, guys. I'm not trying to. I think my trim is a little bit off now. It's I've got us up to a 2.4% trim. I think that's way too much, actually, to be honest. 1.7 on me. There we go.
Center, generic India Tango Yankee 1735 is passing flight level 275, descending 5,000 feet.
Generic India Tango Yankee 1735 Brindisi Center, continue to Nasum as planned. Diamond Mike Sierra Foxtrot, please expedite your climb 15,000 feet.
I am. I'm about 13.6 now. I'm getting up there. I am getting up there, slowly and surely. There's another aircraft over there. Can't quite tell what that is. You can see we've got some ice forming in and around the windshield, so when you get to this sort of height you do get a lot of ice, you see, so. Anyway, yeah, there's a lot to look forward to for the LM Simulation channel. I've got a hell of a lot planned in terms of the channel and what we're going to be bringing, so do keep an eye out for future live streams and future videos. I think the first of all place that you should have a look for my stuff, my content, is probably YouTube. That's my first and foremost place to upload stuff before anywhere else. So, always worth a look. So here we go. This is Helen, which is another one of our waypoints. So if I have a look on the VFR map, and I'll take us away. Helen will take us directly all the way over here and directly into Palermo. You can see. Now, as you can see, we're probably, I'd say, 20-25 minutes away from landing. I will be continuing and doing the full flight. I don't mess around on these flights. If I dedicate myself to do the full flight, we will do the full flight. So hopefully it won't be too much longer. We are cruising only at around about 105 knots, but it is sure enough to get us to Palermo. It should be a beautiful landing, a landing away from the wind. Just see the beauty then, really, of this flight simulator. It is insanely realistic. Until you get like really close to the ground, you start to notice it. It is really realistic, this simulator. Oh, you can see the ice forming now as we get higher and higher.
Going to 1 tree, 1 decimal, 1 Diamond Mike Sierra Foxtrot.
Wants us to go to Rome Center now.
Rome Center, Diamond Golf. Lima Mike Sierra Foxtrot is passing 14,100 feet, climbing 15,000 feet.
Diamond Golf. Lima Mike Sierra Foxtrot, Rome Center altimeter, 29.84, continue to Pelin as planned.
Okay, I'm going to start descending on the basis that we are getting a hell of a lot of ice on this windscreen, as you can see, and that is going to affect our line of sight very soon if we don't start descending. So I am going to start descending and take our power down as a result. Also going to adjust our trim around 0.1, feels fine. Yeah, that's quite a steep descent there. My controller is vibrating very badly, which means I'm doing something wrong. I don't think it likes that trim. It really doesn't look like that.
Diamond Mike Sierra Foxtrot, please expedite your climb 15,000 feet.
I've decided I don't want to be at 15,000 feet, my love. We are going to have to change. I am also going to have to admit defeat soon because this aircraft, it needs to descend and it's just not descending. So let's tell her that we want our cruising altitude to change.
Rome Center, Diamond Mike Sierra Foxtrot. Request 10,000 feet.
Diamond Mike Sierra Foxtrot, descend and maintain 10,000 feet.
So slowly making our way down.
Descend
Now
and
as we
maintain
get closer
10,000
to,
feet, Diamond Mike Sierra Foxtrot.
as we get closer to Palermo. It has been a very enjoyable flight, to be honest, to be able to fly the Diamond. It's a very, very, very capable and easy aircraft to fly. Obviously it's not fitted with all the gadgets and gizmos that you'd normally expect, but that's not of my concern. I have enjoyed this flight. It's a very simple aircraft, and if you're getting into flying, it's perfect one for training and stuff like that. It really gives you the ability to learn on the spot, I think, is the way. So here we are descending now. We are. At least it's meant to be descending. 10,000 feet. Slowly. So we're just about 12,000 feet at the moment, which is about right. GPS tracking on just so we know where we are. Feels like a very enjoyable flight, to be honest. Even if most of it is out at sea. I am trying to descend to 10,000 feet. Don't want to do it too quickly because I know that very soon we will be still 20 minutes away from anywhere near Palermo. Hoping that it's not too far away now. I'm conscious obviously it has gone 10. I was hoping to land at around 10:15. I think that might be a little bit optimistic now, especially if the navigation says we're about 24 minutes away. Probably less than that now. So we'll see what happens. Either way, we're well on our way, and I reckon we should be landing at around 20 minutes past 10, roughly, GMT. BST, sorry, British Summer Time. I'm just doing this at my own pace, so I don't care about what she's saying. Sure that we get there as quickly as possible but as safely as possible at the same time. Just love that raked wingtip at the end there. I think that really does differentiate the Diamond from the other aircraft as you fly. I don't see many Diamonds in real life. My local airport is mostly full of Pipers, Piper Cherokees. Probably one of the most common light aircraft you get in the UK. Piper PA-28. Then you've got the Grand Cherokee as well. Yeah, there's a lot of wind building, definitely. But it's good to see that ice is melting now. We've got a little bit. Bit lower.
Diamond Mike Sierra Foxtrot, please expedite your descent 10,000 feet.
Wanted to get back on course. We were a little bit off course there, but short bursts get us back very easily. So I hope you've enjoyed this flight simulator flight today. I know we're nowhere near finished yet. We have still got around 15 minutes to go, but it's a game that I think will always be there. You know, when you need it. You know, when you just want to go, oh, let's have a quick flight or something like that. You know, this will be here ready for you. Where are we at the moment? 12.9? Oh, that feels like we're lower. much lower than where we were. This end a little bit quicker. I'm going to get into Palermo. Still can't see where Palermo is physically, like in front of us. Is it this area here, or? It's actually quite a big airport. Not huge, but it is a larger airport than where we've departed from. So it should be an interesting approach. We frequent Ryanairs, and you actually also get Volotia to Palermo. And Volotia are an airline that I'll always enjoy. Palermo Falcioni Borsellino Airport. Very nice. We also got Trapani if we went a little bit further in Bergi. But that's a little bit too far for today's flight. That would have been about 1 hour and 40 minutes, that flight. But we departed from Reggio, which only has very, very few flights. ITA Airways fly there. Basically, that's being Alitalia. So they fly Milan, Linate, Rome, Fiumicino, and that's it. And they're the only 3 flights a day. And daily, by the looks of it. 3 flights a day and daily. So they operate about 11 o'clock. Oh, here we go.
Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect RNAV below runway 07 approach.
Yeah.
Transition. Cleared to extending.
Right, so they want us to come in by 07, which is what I expected, so that's fine. Synchronize the assigned approach.
Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect RNAV Zulu runway 07 approach via Ecstasy transition. Clear to Ecstasy Diamond Mike Sierra Foxtrot.
So obviously we must be close if they're giving us our landing instructions. It does mean I'm going to start our descent a little bit more rapidly because I am aware, obviously, they want us to land soon. So I said, yeah, 3 flights a day, 11 o'clock departure to Milan, 2 o'clock departure to Rome, and then a 4 o'clock departure to Milan as well. And it's constant, it's always an A319 no matter what. Whereas where we're going to, which is Palermo, they get Ryanair, they get Wizz, interestingly. Gatwick fly to Palermo with Wizz on an A320 Neo.
Diamond Mike Sierra Foxtrot. Please expedite your descent 10,000 feet.
I'm not too sure if this is normal, but you actually get DAT, Danish Air Transport, in some interesting movements. Eurowings fly in, Brussels Airlines fly in, all with the Red Devils as well. Welling fly in, they fly in from Barcelona. Milan, EasyJet fly in with their Austrian registered aircraft. That's the OE registered aircraft. Actually, Helvetic fly in from Zurich. So they get quite a few flights into Palermo, definitely. Got you Ryanairs, loads and loads and loads and loads of Ryanairs. Ryanairs everywhere. You actually get Lufthansa, they fly in from Munich. Transavia flying from Paris, so that's Transavia France. Fly that. BA, British Airways, flying from London with an AMS A320. I think that's pretty much it. Swiss also flying themselves, not just Helvetic, but Swiss themselves flying. And that pretty much sums it up. Bristow also flying, whoever Bristow are. Thought they operated helicopters, but maybe not. We also get some post flights come in, mainly from Rome, 737s, just basically bringing, that would just be a normal post flight. And Volotia, as I said earlier. So, yeah, there's quite a few airlines flying. Please forgive me if I haven't mentioned some. But it should be quite busy on the ground there at Palermo by the sounds of the approach. By the sounds of the aircraft that's flying at the moment. no idea where Palermo is. I presume we're miles away from it. But I did say we are going to descend a little bit more rapidly, so that's what we shall do. Take control of the aircraft. We have been descending, but at a very, 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 very slow rate. You know, we've been descending at around, I'd say about 500 feet per minute, maybe 400 feet per minute, something like that. But we need to go to the thousands of feet per minute in order to get to Palermo. Even though I haven't got a Scooby-Doo where it is.
Diamond Mike Sierra Foxtrot, please expedite your descent 10,000 feet. Generic Turner, 04, you are 27 miles northeast.
There we go, that should help.
Maintain 10,000 feet. Expect VOR DME Yankee runway 07 approach via Papa Romeo Sierra transition. Clear to Pata Romeo Sierra. Diamond Mike Sierra Foxtrot descent and maintain 5,000 feet.
Right, so they want us down to 5,000.
And maintain 10,000 feet. Expect 4 DME Yankee runway 07 approach via Papa Romeo Sierra transition. Clear to Papa Romeo Sierra generic Niner 04.
Descend and maintain 5,000 feet. Diamond Mike Sierra Foxtrot.
Like Sierra Foxtrot. Multi-simulation flight.
Generic Turner, 04 contact approach on 120.2. Good day.
Yeah, the clouds are building, definitely.
Going to 120.2 generic Niner 04.
Which isn't a bad thing at the end of the day. Not a bad thing by any stretch of the imagination. It's good that we're descending a little bit more rapidly now though. So Palermo, essentially, I'm just trying to see where it is, to be honest. Just trying to judge. That bit must be that bit. That bit that comes out must be that bit there. Palermo is just past it. Oh, we've got quite a way to go there. No worries, we've got no chance of getting there anytime soon. So let's put our back on GPS tracking. We are a little bit off from where we're meant to be, so I am just going to correct our sort of area. Take our rest of the minute down so we're not wrecking the aircraft too much. We are descending at a pretty steady rate at the moment. So we're below 10,000 feet now, which is good. Pretty much where we want to be. It's almost like a painting this game, isn't it? Some dark clouds over there. Won't be anywhere near them. A very enjoyable flight, I think, more than anything. I've been able to discover a lot about the Diamond aircraft. It's been a beautiful little trip, and I hope everyone's enjoyed it, to be honest, because that view is to die for. It really is. Beautiful view of Italy. I mean, if I could ever do this flight again, I'd probably do it a lot more over land so that you could enjoy it a little bit more. This was basically the easiest route I could have a look for. Basically got us in Palermo with no issues, so.
Generic tree, 41 your tree, 5 miles northeast. Descend and maintain 5,000 feet. Expect VOR DME Yankee runway 07 approach via Papa Romeo Sierra transition. Clear to Pata Romeo Sierra.
So we are getting close now, as you can see, because this sort of rock area here is sort of where we need to be.
Descend and maintain 5,000 feet. Expect VOR DME Yankee runway 07 approach via Papa Romeo Sierra transition. Cleared to Papa Romeo Sierra generic 341.
a lot easier when we land because we're flying into the sun at the moment, so it's very, very bright on your eyes, meaning that the gauges are dimmed because you can't really see that much. I don't want to turn the floodlight on or anything, so don't blind me. But when we land, we'll be facing the opposite direction, so we shouldn't have an issue with that. Follow our flight paths, and we got the adequate room for landing to do the sort of the back turn, the base leg onto finals. And I don't know what the landing's going to be like at the moment, so I've never landed here in my life before, so it's going to be a bit of a challenge for all of us, I think. But as I said, about 20 past, I said we were going to be landing. We are a little bit late, so we'll not be 20 past, unfortunately, but we'll see what we can do. Weird, because this aircraft here is coming in rather the wrong way.
Contact approach on 118.65. Good day.
Right, let's go to approach.
118.65 Diamond Mike Sierra Foxtrot. Approach Diamond Golf. Lima Mike Sierra Foxtrot is passing 6,400 feet, descending 5,000 feet.
Diamond Golf, Lima Mike Sierra Foxtrot, approach altimeter 29.84, continue to ecstasy as planned.
Yeah, we've got quite a long approach, so a lot of our aircraft don't use it. The airport is somewhere over here.
Yankee 4 train 41 is at 7,400 feet, descending 5,000 feet. Generic Mike Alpha Yankee 4 tree 41 approach altimeter 29.84, continue to Papa Romeo Sierra as planned.
So another aircraft over here that I just need to be aware of. See its lights over here. Not sure if that's coming into Palermo as well. I know it's live air traffic at the moment, so we'll have to wait and see. We are very, very, very slow though, so I don't know how long our approach is going to take compared to theirs.
Diamond Mike Sierra Foxtrot, please expedite your descent 5,000 feet.
No, you're not the first person to say that, my friend. We'll try our best. So that aircraft looks to be intercepting our flight path, so I do need to be aware, and I do need to be concerned of their flight route. Just to ensure that we don't collide.
Diamond Mike Sierra Foxtrot, traffic is 2 o'clock, 4 miles at 6,500 feet generic. Report them in sight.
Yeah, no, I can see them, so I will report them inside.
Generic tree 41 traffic is 10 o'clock, 4 miles at 5,900 feet, Diamond DA40. Report them in sight.
Diamond DA40. The 40!
Diamond Mike Sierra Foxtrot, traffic in sight.
Yeah, I am aware
Diamond
of
Mike
it.
Sierra Foxtrot, please expedite your descent 5,000 feet.
In fact, I am abundantly aware of them, because they're there!
Generic tree 41 traffic
Oh
in
my
sight.
god, that is close, isn't it? What on earth is that? Whoa, 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 whoa,
Diamond
whoa,
Mike Sierra
whoa.
Foxtrot,
330 alert! Wow.
Less than 1 mile, 5,400 feet generic. Report them in sight. Generic tree 41 traffic alert. 4 o'clock, less than 1 mile, 5,800 feet, Diamond DA40. Report them in sight.
Well, I don't know where he went.
Generic tree 41 has a Diamond DA40 in sight.
Bit weird, but it does seem like we're going to be approaching
Diamond
from
Mike Sierra
completely the wrong
Foxtrot,
angle.
please expedite your descent 5,000 feet.
Because everything else is going in via this way, whereas we're going to be going in via the other way. Oh well, who am I to question? Who am I the reason why? There's one going in that way, so I don't know why he's joining that approach there. That is interesting, isn't it? Yeah, we've still got a way to go yet before we start our left turns. I like how he pronounced it though, Diamond DA40. That's quite nice. So, I don't know if I mentioned it before.
Please expedite your descent 5,000 feet.
Oh, shut up! About 5,000 feet, God. Yeah, so, yeah, I don't know if I've mentioned it before, but I do want to say a big thank you to Johnny the Omzi fan for your latest follow. I'm sorry I didn't read that out when it did happen, my friend. But thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the LM Simulation crew. You are here with us all. Welcome. See, what is he doing? It looks like he's wanting to land, but he's going way too high. I'm a bit concerned. Very concerned. That's the airport over there, basically.
Generic 341, please expedite your descent 5,000 feet.
So we can see the runway now. That's good news. We just need to be able to focus on the rest of it.
Please expedite your descent 5,000 feet.
See, he's definitely going in from the wrong way. But hey, who am I the reason why? Tell you what, this approach is the world's most slowest approach. We'd be lucky if we land by 10:30 at this rate. Right, well we're nearly at 5,000, so that's the good news. Bad news is we're still trying to make our way around the merry-go-round, as I call it, at Palermo. I think he's one that's just departed Palermo there, actually. Just disappeared, but somewhere in this area is one that's just departed Palermo. Really don't know how long it's going to be until we get this approach. There he is. Won't be too long.
700 feet, keep speed not above 200 knots. Descend and maintain 3,700 feet, keep speed not above 200 knots, generic 341.
God, it feels like this approach goes on forever, doesn't it? Honestly, I think I've been doing this approach now, because the approach started way ago when we got given the landing instructions, right? That's when the approach started. That was easily about 25 minutes ago, or 20 minutes ago at least. And we're still nowhere near the approach. We're not even on base leg yet, which is going around the merry-go-round, as I call it. So we're going around this curve here. That'll be a base leg. Turn on to final. But yeah, I mean, nowhere near that at the moment. Well, this guy here was, I think, was just bored of us. So instead of going around the merry-go-round like we were doing, he's decided to go his own way, fly over the airport, and then go around. Looks like we've got another aircraft doing the same thing over there. That's it.
Generic 341 descend and maintain 2,500 feet.
I'm at max power, and yeah. Feels like it's going to take me a hell of a long time to be able to get to the end of this approach. It is quite a large approach, though. Probably more so for like a A320 or a 767 or something like that.
Generic 341, you are 5 miles west of Punta-Resi. Contact tower on 119.05 when inbound on the approach.
So, how long until we land in Palermo? Who knows? I think that's in the land of the gods at the moment, because I think to go to IOPSI, you're probably going an extra 15 miles out of your way, easily. It does feel like we've been doing this approach for about the best part of about 25 minutes now. Still nowhere near landing. I'll let you know when we are. Hopefully that'll be about 11 o'clock tonight, probably. Plane heading for me, I don't know where it's going.
Diamond Mike Sierra Foxtrot, you are 300 feet below your assigned altitude. Climb and maintain 5,000 feet altimeter 29.85.
What are you putting? Oh, it suddenly wants me to talk to you.
Climb and maintain 5,000 feet, Diamond Mike Sierra Foxtrot.
Come on, I have to see. How long until we get to you? Quite a while. Worry about him.
and maintain 5,000 feet Diamond Mike Sierra Foxtrot.
Diamond Mike Sierra Foxtrot, descend and maintain 2,300 feet. Keep speed not above 185 knots. Diamond Mike Sierra Foxtrot, acknowledge last transmission.
Let me acknowledge it then.
Descend and maintain 2,300 feet. Keep speed not above 185 knots. Diamond Mike Sierra Foxtrot. Diamond Mike Sierra Foxtrot, have the traffic.
Right, well that's IOPC, finally. We'll do our left turn and head towards the next vector. Tell you what, we'll be landing in Palermo at some point. It's probably going to be tomorrow now. I don't know how far they've made us go out, but that's it. Head to Bibso now, and then we're in. And we are actually in. It's going to be a very, very nice landing indeed. Okay, we can see the pappies, that's good. So getting that. Right, so that's 3,100, so we're certainly there.
Diamond Mike Sierra Foxtrot, you are 12 miles west of Punta Resi. Contact tower on 119.05 when inbound.
Okay, that's
Tower
fine.
on 119.05.
We'll probably get to tower in about a couple of minutes, guys. I do apologise, we are very late on landing. We're about 20 minutes out from what we were meant to be. However, delays do occur. You're never in an airline industry if you don't want delays. So, shoot in tower, get ready to basically say, look, we're here, this is what we're doing. You can now see the pappies and the glorious reflections on the ocean, the Mediterranean Sea. We head round into Palermo, which is our final destination on this flight today. It's going to be a beautiful landing here, I can tell it already. Totally missed the approach there, but we are going to get back onto it in a sec. Just head towards it this way. So let's contact Tower.
Tower Diamond Golf, Lima Mike Sierra, Foxtrot 900 miles southwest, inbound RNAV Zulu runway 07 approach.
Diamond Golf, Lima, Mike Sierra, Foxtrot Tower. Altimeter 29.85.197 Cleared RNAV Zulu, runway 07 approach.
Cleared RNAV Zulu runway 07 approach Diamond Mike Sierra Foxtrot.
Is we doing alright? So get under centre of the way. And I'll get the flaps out right at the last minute because I know the problem with these aircraft is they don't go very fast as it is. So you start to put flaps up and it really messes with your speed. So you probably want to do it about as late as possible before landing, and then you can quickly adjust it and correct it before heading in. Sort of on the right approach, right? I'm going to correct us a little bit. So I feel we're a tad off. I can see where the Pappies is telling me to come in, so we okay?
Diamond Mike Sierra, Foxtrot, wind 197 at east. Cleared to land runway 07.
Let's land runway 27, Diamond Mike Sierra, Foxtrot.
Cleared to land runway 07 Diamond Mike Sierra Foxtrot.
We are a tad high, so I'm just going to get us a little bit lower. And I'll put our landing lights on now. There we go. Turn the heat off as well. I know. Into max power. I know it might sound like a stupid thing, but very soon I'm going to be putting the flaps out. So i.e. now. There we go. Speed's going to drop dramatically, as you can see. But we are also quite high, so I do need to descend. Something that I can do now is take off the VFR man, basically fly this in. So I'm just taking off the power bit by bit, ready to add it in if I need to. Losing a hell of a lot of speed now. I'm also losing a hell of a lot of altitude, both of which are good things when you're landing. So, welcome everyone to Palermo. It has been a long flight. I do apologise about how long it's been, but all being well, we should get this down on the ground very shortly. No issues at all. Runway 07 in sight. And let's go land. Beautiful landing here at Palermo. Welcome everyone. Hope you've had a beautiful flight with us today. It has been a lot of fun. Bloody wrong with it.
Diamond Mike Sierra, Foxtrot, turn next taxiway.
trying to, love.
Diamond Mike Sierra Foxtrot, contact ground on 121.625. Diamond Mike Sierra Foxtrot, please acknowledge.
I will, don't worry. Yeah, that's
Going
fine.
to 121.625 Diamond Mike Sierra Foxtrot.
Don't need any taxi information, which will be fine. I'll just taxi ourselves over to these beautiful aircraft over here. Have a look at this lovely A320neo that's painted in a very resplendent livery. But welcome to gorgeous Palermo here on the island of Sicily. What do we have waiting for us? But some very interesting aircraft. We actually got Swiss here. Ah, so finally it's actually worked. The model matching has worked. We have got Swiss International Airlines here. We also have, who the hell are these? Never heard of these airlines before. Travel, Tauri, Honda. Oh, that's interesting. Honda. That's a special livery. It's very nice. Whoa! What is he doing? Trying to kill yourself, man? I say we park next to the Swiss. Hope you don't mind me if we park next to you. Hi there. Look at that. Look at the size of those A320s down here. There you go. There's your Swiss Airbus A320. Let's get a photo next to him. Let's get a photo next to our beautiful little Swiss. That should do. Haha, look at the size difference. I love that. I absolutely love that. There we go. Welcome, everyone. Look at that. That is gorgeous flight. Anyway, everyone, welcome to the beautiful island of Sicily here in the south of Italy. I do hope you have enjoyed this flight. It's been a bit of a weird one. Not probably what we are used to here, seeing on LM Simulation, but I have thoroughly enjoyed it nonetheless, and it has been probably one of my favourite flights I have done in the simulator, and probably one of the best landings I've done in the simulator too. So I really do hope you have enjoyed that video, and it's been quite long actually. This one's been an hour and 45 minutes, so we are going to need to get it onto YouTube, but that is well worth it. It's a full flight for you there. Anyway, so I'll be back next week with some American Truck Simulator as we head over to New Mexico, the home of Breaking Bad. Talking of which, I'm going to be watching some of that tonight. Anyway, have a wonderful rest of your evening, guys. Take care wherever you are, YouTube, Twitch, wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you in the next live stream and the next video here on YouTube and Twitch consecutively. Have a wonderful evening, day, afternoon, wherever you are. Do take care. All the best. And ta-ra!